All right. Good morning. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Let's see. I woke up this morning and I thought I should. Uh, so, in January, I went to India and I went to meet a Swami, a master that I'd never met before. I just showed up at his place. And I spent nearly a month there, and it was really an incredible experience, not because it was easy, but because it was very hard. It's very difficult. Um, and what makes it difficult is I realized how much attention is going out onto the concerns of my life. When you're in an ashram in India at the foot of the Himalayan mountains, there's not a lot going on. And that is disturbing to busy people like us. And it took some getting used to. So the whole first week I was there, I was looking at flights to come home. The food was basic. The accommodations were very basic. Everything was very, very basic. And that wasn't easy to deal with. But as I started to settle into that, I started to notice there was a rhythm. And there was an undercurrent of peace and coherence, where there were just a handful of people living in a close space. And he would tell me to improve my ability to concentrate and to hold my attention here at the spiritual eye, which is the seat of consciousness itself. You'll notice when you concentrate and you focus on something, you're actually putting your attention here. You can feel energy being pushed to here. And he would tell me regularly to stay inside. And when I called him this morning, see, I never know when I call him. He's 87 years old. He's not exactly great with technology. His phone is by him. Most of the time he doesn't notice it. But he picked up this morning, so I had a FaceTime call with him. And he just kept telling me to stay inside, as if he knew I was outside. And what he means by outside is when our identity, all of our attention is outside of us, it's easy to forget who and what we really are. And so he says, stay inside. Even when you're working outside, stay here, stay inside. And he said that when we're disturbed, to go inside and find the cause. Find the cause. So I called him this morning and he said, stay inside, stay inside. And the internet connection was very shaky, so he would come and go. But he kept coming back and saying the same thing. And I have to agree with him. It's that simple. Everything that causes us problems is because we're giving our attention and our identity to it. When we remain inside and we remain here in ourselves, in our bodies, the things that happen outside of us don't have as much power to take us from that seat of awareness. And so in our meditation and in our practice, what we're really doing is we're training ourselves to stay inside. We're training ourselves to hold our focus here, hold our focus within our inner being, and not let it become hijacked by what's going on outside of us. So our meditation practice is really there to retrain our mind, to improve our concentration, and to keep us inside even when we're outside. And most of you have been on these meditations with me before, so you know that in the end of the meditation, I ask you to imagine what it would be like if you could have this level of calmness, this level of coherence, and this level of perspective and objectivity. Because the more I can stay inside, the more the things that are outside of me just become information. And it's not information I have to react to, get upset about, try to change in any way. It just is what it is. And I have the capacity to accept it for that and to take the next step, whatever that may be. Right? And that's what we ask our higher power to show us. What's the next step? What do I do next? We're trying to solve the problem here, but all we need to do is move one step closer here. That's it. What's in front of us is what needs to be done. So as we meditate together today, I would like you to just, if you can, recommit, maybe double down on your concentration, and see how long it takes for you to lose your concentration and how long it takes to just bring it back. Absorbing the mind, and if we're focusing on the bottom of our feet, great. Just sink your attention there and see what you can notice. Put your full attention, your full presence there. And the reason I think meditation is difficult is because we're giving a priority to all the mundane things that are happening in our lives. They come into our mind and we're like, oh, that needs my attention, so we think about it. But what we really are trying to do in meditation practice is learn to control and direct the mind. Bring it back under our ability to keep it focused and to keep it from wandering and being fragmented. All right? So that's what our meditation practice is. And the other thing to consider is, how do we know meditation and spiritual practice is working? Well, the teachers in my tradition would say that if you notice that you're becoming more calm, you're generally happier, you're less reactive, you have the capacity to do more and more difficult things, right? So that's why our nightly review is so important. That's why journaling is so important, because we can look back on our day and we can think, where could have I done a little better? Or, wow, something happened today that would have sent me over the edge, but it didn't. Wow, amazing. Because many of us have written an inventory, right? And we're thinking about these character defects. We tend to notice the ones that are still there and not notice the ones that have been removed and resolved, right? So that's the beauty of a nightly review. We can see how we're doing. And really, our meditation practice should, in time, make us a real blessing to those around us, right? When the whole world's spinning, you're able to stand there, stand tall and strong. So that's why every Wednesday morning I'm here with you. It's because I want you to be strong, I want you to be stable, and I want to see this bearing fruit in your life. More joy, more happiness, more being centered, being more reliable. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So try to remember that. Okay, let's get to it. Our meditation posture, the Sanskrit word is asana. Our asana is important because as we sit to meditate, we want the body to be relaxed. We want the body to be stable so that it's not trying to get our attention as we sit to meditate. So it's important to be as comfortable as you can. We want the spine straight. Not only does the spine contain the nerves from the nervous system, the central channel for that, but there's also a lot of life force, energy. The Sanskrit word is prana. There's prana in the system. So we want the spine straight. We want the head level, so the chin is parallel to the floor. We want to sit in a comfortable position. If we're in a chair, we want our feet on the floor. If you're sitting on a floor or a hard surface, just feel and create a strong base at the lower part of the body. Closing our eyes, we turn our gaze gently up towards the spiritual eye, and that's that center point of the forehead. We don't want to cross the eyes or strain them, just gently turn them up as if we're looking out. We're gazing out through that center point in the forehead. So take a moment and just see if you can get comfortable in your posture. And check in and notice, how are you doing? Notice your breath. Feel the nervous system. Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel anxious? Are you somewhere in between? Just notice. And if I'm not feeling completely relaxed and calm, I like to give myself permission. I just say, Chris, it's okay. Just relax. Just be here. Be present. I notice my heartbeat. Is my heart beating fast? Is it beating slow? I'm just taking an inventory and just noticing where I'm at. Turning our attention outside the body. And I like to acknowledge any sounds that are present, either in the room, outside of the room, outside of the house. Just notice them, and I like to invite the sounds to be a part of the experience. So instead of trying to block out the sound, make everything quiet, just allow it to be. There's no need to change it for it to be any different. Just allow it to be there. And as we focus the mind and start to draw our attention inward, you'll notice the sounds will go away. You won't hear them anymore. We're internalizing our awareness. We're going from being outside to inside. Outside to inside. Bringing our attention back to the body, just see if you can feel and perceive the entirety of the body. Sensing the space around the body. Feeling the air in the room outside of the body. Just feel it and notice it. Notice how sensitive the senses can be. We can feel the temperature of the air. If we pay really close attention, we might be able to feel the movement of the air, even if it's extremely subtle. There's little hairs on the skin. You might be able to feel them. Notice their movement. Noticing the difference between the temperature inside the body See if you can feel it. And then noticing the temperature just on the other side of the skin. Notice the difference. Feel the difference. Curiosity is a key component of life, of our meditation practice. So as we explore, do so with curiosity. Notice what's most easy to perceive, and then go in a little deeper. What's more subtle than that? And drawing the attention deeper still, what's the most subtle aspect of the experience that you can perceive? Bringing our awareness to the top of the head. See if you can feel your scalp. Notice, see if you can perceive the temperature difference from the top of the scalp to what you previously felt around the outside of the body. Maybe it feels warmer. See if you can notice the blood flowing in the capillaries that are bringing the heat to the surface of the body. Feeling it being released as heat rises. Feeling deeply into the scalp, see if you can notice the hair follicles. Feeling deeply into the experience. Feeling the tingling of the nerves. What's the most subtle sensation that can be perceived? Concentrating deeply. What's there to notice? Moving our attention down to our feet. Noticing the soles of the feet. Feeling the pressure from the weight of the legs. Noticing any temperature between the feet and the surface of the floor. The feet are very sensitive. So drawing our attention deeper into the experience. What's there to notice that maybe you've never noticed before? What's the most subtle part of the experience that's perceptible to you? Drawing our attention up to the hands, feeling the weight of the arms, feeling the temperature of the palms. Going deeper into the hands and feeling the electrical impulse of the nervous system. The hands are also very sensitive, the palms. So pulling our attention deeper into the experience. See if you can perceive the energy in the hand. Bringing our attention back to the entirety of the body. Take a moment and notice how you're feeling now compared to how you felt when we started. What changed? What's different? Bringing our attention to the breath. Taking a long, slow, steady inhalation through the nostrils. Notice and feel the coolness of the air as it flows into the nose. The coolness of the air as it fills the sinus cavity and then flows down into the lungs. On the exhale, notice the difference in the temperature of the air as it flows up from the lungs, down through the sinuses, out through the nostrils. Be feeling the warmth, the moisture of the air as it leaves the body through the nose. On the inhale, just giving our full attention, feeling the air, feeling the freshness, the vitality of the incoming breath. And on the exhale, feeling the release, feeling the breath carrying away anything that should not be held in the body. Stress, fear, anxiety, whatever, just allow it to flow out. Just give it to nature and receive the incoming breath. Give the exhaling breath, and at the end of the breath, allow the body to relax. Just let it go a little at a time. Giving our full attention to just watching and experiencing our breath. If the mind wanders, just bring it back even more fully the next time. It's watching, feeling, experiencing the air flowing into the body, the air flowing out of the body, feeling the body relax at the exhale. And every few cycles of the breath, see if you can make it longer, more subtle, more gentle. Take another round or two of the breath and let it go, and check in again and notice the impact that just watching the breath can have on the nervous system, on the quality of your experience, the depth of your calmness and attention. Directing our awareness deeper into the body, bringing our awareness down to the base of the spine. We're going to continue to watch the breath, but this time we're moving it from the nose to the spine. Imagining the spine as a straw or a hollow tube that connects the base of the spine, goes up behind the stomach and the heart and the lungs and through the neck and up through the head, and just like a straw, it bends and ends at the center point in the forehead. So as we take a long, slow, deep inhalation through the nose, we're feeling and we're gently pulling the breath up the spine, up past the digestive organs, up past the heart, the lungs, through the neck, up through the brain, and the breath inhale concludes at the spiritual eye center in the forehead. And then as we exhale, we can feel the breath as it flows back down the tube, gently trickling down through the neck, behind the heart and lungs, down past the digestive organ, to the base of the spine. Relax the body. Inhale the breath, long, slow, deep, gentle, placing our full attention, feeling the coolness of the breath as it flows up the spine on the inhale. to the spiritual eye. And then on the exhale, feeling it just trickling down, creating a warm sensation as we feel it flowing gently down the spine to the base. Exhale, relax the body. So as we breathe in the spine, feel the sensation the breath is creating as it flows up the spine. I usually feel like a cool sensation on the inhale. On the exhale, I feel like just a gently, like a lukewarm trickle as the breath just gently falls down the spine. Watching it with the mind, feeling it, experiencing it. And relax. So we'll spend the next few minutes breathing in this way. When the breath becomes normalized or stabilized, intentionally make it longer. We're slowing the breath down. When we get the breath below 7 breaths per minute, we'll enter the parasympathetic nervous system. I like to get it to 3, 2, sometimes 1 breath a minute. So that's how much I can slow it down. And as I slow the breath down, notice the whole system just basically comes offline. But you have the present awareness, the full presence of feeling the experience. So let's give that a try. If your mind wanders off, that's not a problem. It's what the mind does. Just bring it back, and when you bring it back, see if you can just almost like, it's like doubling down or something. It's just like, okay, I lost my concentration. I'm going to give myself even more to just being absorbed in the experience. And just try to go deeper into feeling the subtlety of the experience with curiosity. let's do 2 more rounds of the breath. And on the final round, we're going to pull the breath up to the spiritual eye. And then instead of following the breath back down, we're going to keep our attention at the spiritual eye. We let go of the breath, let it flow on its own. We're just holding our attention as if we're peering through the center of the forehead, just being present to the experience. No expectations, just complete awareness and presence to the best of your ability. In this part of our meditation, we're just witnessing, observing, seeing, experiencing the spaciousness created from watching and moving the breath in the spine. And like Swami invited us to do, we're staying inside, just remaining present, fully aware. If the mind wanders, just bring it back, and when you bring it back, see if you can surrender more deeply into the experience. When you feel resistance, letting go. Instead of resisting, just giving ourselves to the moment. And imagine that resistance is like a fake wall. And we can walk up to it and just push it over with our awareness. And go into to a deeper, more subtle experience. Setting aside everything we think we know about how this experience is supposed to be, and to give ourselves even more, surrendering into a new experience, completely trusting, safe, just with our capacity for awareness, going deeper into a more subtle experience of awareness and of presence. Relaxing into the experience, and becoming comfortable with any discomfort or resistance that's there. See if you can just more fully relax into the moment without expecting anything. Just complete surrender. Just offering all of who and what you are. See if you can feel and notice the support of all of our consciousness, awareness, as it's coming together in a group setting. See if you can feel that support. It feels like support to me. There's a coherence. As if we're all rowing in the same direction. And allow that to carry you deeper into the experience. Complete freedom. Nothing holding you back. Exploring the depths of awareness. And as the one witnessing, present to the experience, imagine if you could be this calm, this centered, this aware in every moment of your life. What would your experience be like of working, tending to our responsibilities and our families, maintaining relationships, contributing to society? What would that be like? Being calm, being clear, being focused, and at the same time being relaxed. What would it be like to have more options available instead of being always in a reactive, almost automatic reactive way of interacting with the world? What if we were able to choose how we respond? What would that be like? And more importantly, what would the ripple effect be of that experience? Of being able to trust every moment that comes to us, say yes to it without resistance, without having to hold on to prior happiness, to where we could just experience every moment as it is, without needing to manipulate it in any way, and trusting that whatever comes to us is for our benefit. It's an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity to let go, and an opportunity to trust our higher power. I like to take a moment and just give my gratitude for the experience together. And I like to, as I get up from my meditation, to pay attention to any insights that may come, any shifts in perspective. And to be more curious and less distrustful. Just being more open and curious. It's a great way to live. We can be childlike in that way. Optimistic, hopeful, and curious. When you're ready, just letting our awareness start to flow back to the body. Feeling this awareness coming into the body, flowing down through the head and neck, down through the chest and the arms, into the hands and fingers. Feeling our awareness flow into the abdomen, down through the hips, down through the legs, into the feet and the toes. Bringing our awareness down to the bottom of our feet, feeling the floor. Maybe wiggle the toes. Just notice, bring your attention back to the feet. Bring your attention back to the hands. Feeling again the entirety of the body. Feeling the pressure on the seat from where the body is being held by the chair. Bringing our awareness back to the sounds in our environment, as if the volume's being turned up gently. Bringing our attention back to this moment together on a Wednesday morning. For sure, on that planet Earth, as we're getting to see so many cool images from the moon back to the Earth. That's us, spinning around in space. That all means that we don't have to worry so much. Think about it. The whole universe is being held together. We're seeing it in real time. So yes, our problems aren't problems. They're opportunities for growth. And the more we can remember where we are, the easier it gets. So as you go through your day and through the rest of your week, please do your best to stay inside. And do a nightly review or a morning review and just see where you're at day by day. How's this going? Is it working? We know it's working if we're more calm, we're more available, we're more optimistic, we're generally lighter. That's where we want to be. Okay, my friends. Thank you for your time. Make sure before you get up, you're fully back in your body. Wiggle a little bit. Feel alive. And these meditations are on YouTube. Kriya Yoga Encinitas on YouTube. There's some there for you if you want to do these during the week. I did add a 15 or 20 minute meditation in there. So if you're pressed for time, just do something. Do that one. But it's good to go deeper in your meditation. It's very, very good for you. So I encourage you to do that. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Be well.
Make sure to subscribe and like to Kriya Yoga Encinitas.
Yeah, what Mars said. Awesome.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.